My name is Tan. I like this school because as well as learning, I can play sport. When I was young, I was very weak and I was always sick. Now, I play some sport and it has made me stronger. I think all handicapped people shall play sport to help them be strong. When you are healthy, you can learn better and it's easier to find a job if you look healthy.
My name is Father Raymond Brennan. I'm a Redemptorist priest working here in Thailand. The kind of work I do is work I've never really been trained for. And the pictures you see here are some of my kids. I call them my kids because I love them. I have a lot more kids than this. I have orphans and deaf and blind and even old people. And to tell the truth, I sometimes really think of those words under the Statue of Liberty. Give me your homeless, give me your rejected, because those are the people who I take care of. People who have no home, people who have been rejected. I can hardly believe myself that I feed 257 of these people 3 times a day. But these handicapped people you're looking at now, these are people which I feel are very special to me. Some have been rejected by their parents because of their handicap. The parents felt it was a curse upon the family. Some have begged in the streets of Bangkok. None of them ever thought they would ever be anything except an object of pity to other people all of their lives. My goal is not to change the world. I can't do that. Great people throughout the history of the world have tried that. Nobody has succeeded. I will feel I have succeeded if I can teach them just enough to hold their head high, to earn their own rights, and to have a good human life in this crazy, wonderful world of ours, the unhandicapped.
Many people have asked me, why do you start something like this with handicap? You've already got orphans, you've got deaf, you've got blind, you've got old people, and why do you start something with handicapped? And especially, there's so many things, other things that can be done. Because they have no other person who's going to help them. You're born in the West, I'm born in the West. And if you were born with polio or with something, your mother and father would treat you the same as your other brothers and sisters. But here in this part of the world, it's a harder life. And the mother and father of a handicapped child will not put their money in that child. They'll put their money in the other children, because they will bring something back to the family. And as a consequence, the handicapped individual gets little or no education. Some come to the school and they can't read and write their own language. So we have to help them. We teach them electronics, we teach them computer at the present moment, and English, and of course their own language. The English is very important because in electronics and in the computer, the manuals and so forth, and your signs for computer and so forth, English is quite helpful. We're not going to have them leave here speaking English like myself and like yourself, but they'll be able to hack it. They'll be able to look at a manual or look at a schematic and be able to figure out what all these little signs and words mean. People ask, well, what is the good of all this? What is the purpose? I mean, you're just going to turn these people out and let them fend for themselves? There's a big purpose, and the purpose is this, is that they are human beings like me and like you. They have feelings like you and me. And so the idea is to teach them something, to earn their own life, their own food. Old people are very, when you meet a very old person who's now can't do anything, many times they will tell you, I am useless, I wish I would die. I'm useless in the world, I'm too old now, I can't do anything. And you've heard that, and I've heard it from old people, and it makes us feel uncomfortable because we love that person, we don't like to hear that. But yet these are young people, and they feel that same way. They feel useless. They really can't do anything. They don't want to do anything. They don't have the education to do anything. And so what we're doing is we're trying to help them. We're trying to help them to be able to earn their own rights, be able to live a normal life, be able to have a family, be able to walk with their head high. We're not going to win every time, but we will win most of the time. Not because we're so good, but because they're so determined.
Well, my name is Ron, and I used to work for British Airways, but after 34 years of working, I wanted to do something different. I visited Thailand many times, and I'd been very concerned about some of the poverty that exists here. So I thought I'd enjoy doing something to help other people. I heard about Father Ray and some of the work he was doing. So one day I asked what I could do to help. Father Ray asked me to teach English. I'd never done that before, but I said okay. That was about a year and a half ago, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Father Ray wanted to give handicapped people a better chance, so he started this school. And there are two main parts, the computer school and the radio and electronics school. I teach both schools, but English isn't too important for the radio students, so I teach mainly to the computer school.
My name is Manit. I'm 22 years old, and I come from Udon Thani, which is a province in the northeast of Thailand. The people there are very poor. There is no way that handicapped people can learn skills to help them find jobs. So the opportunity to come here and very good for me. Now I can speak some English and I know how to use the computer too.
I don't try to baptize or convert any of the students, and many people ask me why. I'm a priest, I'm a Christian, I'm a missionary. And missionaries are supposed to go out and make people little Christians, you see. But the reason why I don't try to convert them is because, first of all, they are people who have been brought up in their culture, and their culture is really Buddhism. And if I tried to convert them, surely a lot would convert just because I'm giving them free education and free food and free boarding. And I don't want anybody to be a Christian because of free food and free education and free boarding. We have enough half Christians in the world without me making more of them. And if I tell the truth, I'd rather have them be a good Buddhist than be a bad follower of Christ. So, although it'd be nice if they would believe in Christianity, and if they would convert after they leave me because of some feeling or something in their heart or in their mind, fine. But when they're with me, I don't do it.
My name is Jantima. Because I am handicapped, I didn't know what I could do. Nobody seems to care about handicapped people. But I need to walk like everybody else. And I want other people to know that I am as good as they are. So I'm learning here. Then I will prove that handicapped people can work like other people.
Hello, I'm Ron Small, Dean of the Computer Science Department here at the Redemptorist Vocational School. Over the last few minutes you've seen different scenes from the academic life and the recreational life of our various handicapped students. Our purpose, simply stated, is to be able to make the handicapped economically self-sufficient. That means to be able to provide them with an education that ranks among the top educations that the industry can find here in Thailand, in our case in the computer industry. And people who are selected to go to our school receive tuition, room and board, and people that come to our school are taught basic computer science, user skills, and computer technical courses up to the level of difficulty of a college equivalency in the United States. I'm hoping, having seen the film, that you're asking yourselves, or your service groups are asking themselves, can we help a school like that? And the answer most definitely is yes. We do expect to be self-sufficient ourselves as a school within the next 3 years, but those 3 years are going to be a difficult period. I would most strongly encourage you, if you have any interest at all, to please contact us, and we can tell you many, many things. Thank you very much for having spent these few minutes and looking at our film. Goodbye.
My name is Somchai. Before I heard about this school, I didn't have the chance of a job, and I didn't know what I could do for my life. I want to work so that I can support myself and help my family. Now I am here. I am going to work hard for my future.
When you talk about handicapped people being so determined, there's interesting things that you, as an outsider, you just observe. We had the handicap Olympics for the whole kingdom in the national stadium in Bangkok, and the soldiers, the guys who were wounded in wars, were there too. And there was a wheelchair race, and they had beautiful racing wheelchairs that cost a fortune, chrome-plated. The wheels were special wheels, and there were gears and everything on them. And before the race for the handicap in the wheelchairs, everyone was looking at these beautiful wheelchairs, and our poor man representing our school, he's got no legs, and he's got an old wheelchair, about 10 years old, and he was looking at these so hard, and I felt so sorry for him, because I knew he's going to lose the race with these beautiful machines that the veterans had. And he won the race. He won the race by meters, way yards and yards and yards ahead of the next man after him. And there's another fellow who's got no feet. He's got half an arm, and the fingers on the other arm are all gnarled up. He's got no feet at all, just little balls at the base of his feet that are heels. And he entered the badminton handicap for people with bad arms, because he's got half an arm and the other arm is whole, but the fingers are all gooped up. And he beat everybody and got a gold medal. And then he figured, what the hell? So he joined the handicap one for people with bad feet and with legs. And he beat everybody again and won again. He got another gold medal. And I would tell you, during the Olympics for the handicapped, I was sitting in the seats there and just watching. And it was more than once that I got choked up and I got tears in my eyes. I didn't let them come out because I couldn't do that, but I got so that I didn't want anyone to talk to me until I got rid of this, because I knew I'd give myself away as being an old softy.
The National Handicap Olympics of Thailand. A great day for my school and for myself. And what a day it was. The very first race, our school took the gold medal. He was interviewed by TV cameras for national Thai television. He won the first gold of the Olympics, and I had a lump in my throat. We also got the bronze. The whole school was excited. This was the race for people with bad arms. We didn't come in first, we came in third, but I was just as excited. The yellow shirt is our school, we came in third. We came in again and again, most of the times with golds. It needed constant repair of the equipment. It needed constant practice because we were competing against the very best of the kingdom. People who had been in the Olympics for years and years past. I said before that my goal is not to change the world. My goal is to teach these handicapped people enough to hold their head high, to earn their own rights, and to have a human life that's normal in this wonderful world of ours. It's not an easy road either for the handicapped or for me, but we'll make it because of help from non-handicapped and because of our own determination.